You have to be solid within yourself, and I'm sure I've said that in more than one video. That's how true it is. You have to be solid within yourself. That's how you're going to be unbothered. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be here. Whatever time you're watching this, good morning, good afternoon, good night. The agenda is always the same. We're here to talk about more life. Being unbothered is definitely an art. If you feel like you're a person who's bothered by everything, this video is for you. I'm going to be giving you 7 tips to help you master the art of being unbothered. Tip number 1 is to know what bothers you. This means to be very self-aware. When you know what bothers you, that's when you avoid these triggering things, triggering people, situations. Remove the toxic people around you and be very selective with your energy. Tip number 2 is just to really understand that rejection is for your own good. It's a blessing in disguise. If you look at it with the cup half full, if you want to be unbothered, you just gotta let it go. Believe that there's something greater on the other end. Tip number 3 is to know your truth and who you are, even if the peoples are not seeing it, even if the peoples are trying to say a different story, sing a different tune, whatever the case may be. You have to be solid within yourself, and I'm sure I've said that in more than one video. That's how true it is. You have to be solid within yourself. That's how you're going to be unbothered. People will always have something to say, whether it's positive or negative. And when it's negative, they will try to project all of these negative things onto you. Half the time, the shoe does not fit. They try to make it fit so bad. Half the time, it's really not you, but them. When you know who you are, I promise you, that's when you become 10 times unbothered. Tip number 4 is to take control where you can. Let go, let God where you can't. Do what's best for you, live for you. Do not place your expectations on others. I'm sure you guys have heard the saying, expectations lead to disappointments, and that statement is very much true. At the end of the day, you cannot control what somebody else is going to do. So if they don't meet your expectations, then you're going to be very sour about it. Holding on to it, you're going to be very bothered. You wouldn't have been disappointed if you didn't make that expectation, because again, you can't control what someone does. So that's where you have to let go, let God. Tip number 5 is to not compare yourself to other people. Don't compare your life to someone else's life. Tip number 6 is to try to respond instead of reacting. Response takes time, and being reactive is very, very quick. Oftentimes, you waste energy being reactive when you could respond by thinking about it and choosing not to even put your energy into that situation in the first place. If you're a reactive person, you are going to be very bothered. People and situations and just life in general can be very bothersome. Know what brings you peace. This is very crucial because at the end of the day, things are not perfect. You're gonna be tested. Sometimes you just might break, and it's very much okay, but you just have to know how to bring yourself back to the unbothered state. And these tips can help. People be so bothered by unbothered people, but let me just say this. Let them stay bothered. Try not to sacrifice your peace or your self-integrity for others. If you got any value from this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I would love for you guys to take this journey with me. Let's grow together. And just remember, pressure makes diamonds, baby.